This is the reorganization meeting of the Township of Washington. In accordance with the requirements of the New Jersey statutes regarding open public meetings, note of this meeting was legally advertised in the Courier Post and the South Jersey Times and posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building. Fire exits are located to the double doors to your left and your right. Please silence all mobile devices. This meeting is being videotaped. Anyone who does not wish to be seen on television may be excused. This will be shown on Channel 9 and on Verizon Channel 36 every week, Sunday at 9, Wednesday at 7, Friday at 10, and Saturday at 10 p.m., and will continue until the next meeting. Would you all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This time I'll ask for a roll call. Ms. Donato?
Here.
Mr. Fazio?
Here.
Mr. Longfellow? Ms. Pasqualone?
Here.
Mr. Perry?
Here.
Mayor Gattinelli?
Here.
Mr. Platt?
Here.
And Mr. Gonter?
Here.
At this time, I'll entertain nominations for council president.
Nominate Joe Perry.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Mr. Perry, you are now the president of the council.
Congratulations.
Repeat after me. I, Joseph Perry, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the government established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, so help me God. I do furtherly solemnly swear or affirm that I will impartially and justly perform all the duties of the office of President of Washington Township Council according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Dave.
Congrats, Joe. You're going to do a great job.
It's not that much fun.
That's why you're smiling.
Got my seat back.
No speech, Council President?
I'm good.
Okay, nominations for council vice president.
I nominate Sean Longfellow.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations, Sean.
Thank you.
I state your name.
I, Sean Longfellow,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
That I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the state
and to the governments established
and to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will perform the duties
and that I will perform the duties
of Washington Township Council Vice President
of Washington Township Council Vice President
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly,
and justly,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
I'll still present the program, and then when I get out of here, I'll just ask the businesses.
Okay, now we have the mayoral presentations.
Thanks, Joe.
Doesn't matter, I just need one.
Can I just ask the businesses that are here for their certificates to come up, please? For the Shop Washington Township? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I just wanted to present the Shop Washington Township program to the residents and businesses of Washington Township. We have 19 generous businesses who are participating in the program to offer property tax rewards for the residents who shop at their businesses. The program will go live this upcoming Monday, January 8th, so keep an eye out for our township calendars because your Shop Washington Township cards will come in the mail with your calendars. The back cover of the calendar explains how to register your card so it is easy to earn property tax rewards. Each household will receive one card, but additional cards will be available for pickup starting Monday, January 8th in the clerk's office and Parks and Rec offices. Shortly after, you should be receiving your cards in the mail. You will also see 10 large signs placed around the township to advertise this program, which supports local businesses and local shopping. From the beginning, it's been my goal to make Washington Township a more business-friendly township, and I believe that launching this program allows us to go in the right direction to support the businesses who have made it a point to conduct business in Washington Township. I would also like to officially invite all residents to our official launch event on Saturday, February 3rd at 10 a.m., which we will post on our website. This is the invitation here. We'll present the businesses and have refreshments for residents to enjoy and celebrate the launch of this program. Our generous program sponsor, Republic Bank, will be hosting the launch event at their Washington Township location located at 401 Gantown Road in Sewell. Thank you to Republic Bank for sponsoring the Shop Washington Township program and launch event. We're happy to be partnered with you. The Shop Washington Township program would also not be possible without the businesses' dedication and commitment. And for that, I would like to thank them and recognize them each individually with a certificate of participation. Please know that that we are here to support the businesses of Washington Township and appreciate your business and keeping the businesses in town. I would encourage everyone to support these generous businesses by shopping local and keeping your business in Washington Township. We do have a few here to receive their certificate, and a few had not been able to make it this evening. So we'll start out by just presenting the certificates to them. I'd like to present this to COSET. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thanks, Dan.
There you go. Thank you very much. Just for you and creations by you. All-Star Kennels. Thank you very much. will be recognized as well. We're going to get our certificates out to them. We have Jamestown Grilling Tree, DeStefano's Deli, DeBear's Jewelry, Fancy Nails, Atlantic Insurance Services, Brava Vita Flowers and Gifts, Miles Auto Service, Moosey's Play Cafe, Party Heaven, and Turnersville Mining. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for the card that's coming in the mail to you. Make sure you register, and then you can start swiping after January 8th. So I'd like to thank all the businesses that came out tonight for the certificate. We really appreciate you coming out. We think this is a great partnership. We're looking forward to it. And now folks can start saving some money. They get their tax rebate in the third quarter. So thank you so much for coming out.
No, I just,
Get a little teared up about the Shop Washington Township program.
yeah,
I
it makes me
understand.
so sad.
Really emotional.
Okay, we're going to move on to the resolutions. Resolution 1, 2018, resolution establishing meeting dates and official newspapers for the Township of Washington. Motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Roll call's fine.
Okay. Councilwoman Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes,
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
And generally, the meetings are the same as they currently are, second and fourth Wednesday of each month, correct?
Correct.
7 o'clock, yes.
Resolution 2, 2018, resolution adopting a temporary budget, New Jersey, NJSA 40A 4-40 mandates this in order to fund the first quarter of 2018 until the 2018 township budget is adopted. Motion to approve.
I'll
Make
make
that
the
motion.
motion. I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Where's, yeah, but
I think it's in close. So you took this before.
Here it is, okay, I got it. My pages were out of order. Resolution 3, 2018, resolution fixing the rate of interest to be charged for non-payment of taxes. Motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes,
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 4, 2018, resolution fixing rate of interest to be charged for non-payment of tax. It's a double.
I'm sorry.
here it is.
This is for the Economic Advisory Program.
Yeah, no, I had an old copy. Resolution 4, 2018, resolution appointing members of the Advisory Board of Economic Development Board. Motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes,
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Congratulations, Dana.
thank you.
Resolution 5, 2018, resolution authorizing investment of idle funds and fund transfers. Motion to approve.
Make the motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes,
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 6, 2018, resolution designating Amy Falaska as certifying officer and Colette Backish as supervisor of the certifying officer for pension funds. Chapter 52, PL 2011, NJSA 433C15 mandates the appointment of both a certifying officer and supervisor of a certifying officer. Motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion on this? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 7, 2018, establishing a petty cash fund for 2018. Motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussions? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 8, 2018, check authorization prior to bill list. Motion to approve?
Make that motion?
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 9, resolution appointing Colette Backish as the fund commissioner for the Municipal Joint Insurance Fund. Motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 10, 2018, approving cash management plan and policies for 2018 for the Township of Washington. State law requires that every local unit annually adopt a cash management plan by a majority vote. Motion to approve?
I'll make
that- Second.
Discussion? This is a lot of reading. Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes. Yeah, I didn't get good at it until like the last two meetings.
Hey, thanks for that encouragement. Resolution 11, 2018, appointment of risk management consultant for the Township of Washington. Motion to appoint.
Make a motion to appoint Connor Strong.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
No.
Did you say yes?
I said no.
No? Okay. I missed it. Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
No.
Motion passes 3-2.
Resolution 12, 2018, appointing Township Auditor for Township of Washington. Motion to appoint.
Make a motion to appoint Bowman.
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 13, 2018, appointment of a bond counsel for Township of Washington. Motion to appoint.
Make a motion to appoint Capehart and Scatcherd.
Second.
Are you seconding or are you asking
Did you
for a
second?
second?
Seconded.
Okay.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 14, 2018, appointing Labor Council for the Township of Washington. Motion to appoint.
Make a motion to appoint Capehart and Scatcherd.
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 15, 2018, appointing special counsel for affordable housing. Motion to appoint.
Make a motion to appoint Jeffrey Serenian.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 16, 2018, appointment of administrative agent for affordable housing. Motion to appoint?
Make a motion for Triad?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 17, 2018, approval of mayor's appointment book 2018. You got a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 18, 2018, appointing CO2s and CO1 for the 2018 for Washington Township Police Department. Motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 19, 2018, resolution appointing Class 3 member to the Planning Board. Motion to appoint.
Make a motion for Joseph Perry?
Do we
I'll
have a
second.
No, any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You sure you want it, Joe?
That's another good one.
Yeah. Resolution 20, 2018, resolution consenting to the appointment of municipal court judge.
Please note this is a 3-year appointment, not 2-year as indicated on the resolution.
Motion to appoint.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Discussion. Roll call.
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
And the judge appointment is Martin Whitcraft, who's the current municipal court judge.
Resolution 21, 2018, authorizing a contract between the Township of Washington and Minudec Incorporated for software. Motion to approve.
Make that motion?
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 22, 2018, resolution appointing members to the Zoning Board of Adjustment. Motion to appoint.
Can we please read the names and the terms?
The first one is Mike Sauter from 1/1 of 18 to 12/31 of 21. Christopher Wisniewski, 1/1 of 18 to 12/31 of 2021. And Richard Bennett from alternate 1 from 1/1/18 to 12/31/19. Make a motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 23, 2018, resolution appointing special conflict counsel for legal services. Motion to appoint.
Make a motion to appoint Kate Parton Scatcherd.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 24, 2018, resolution appointing public agency compliant officer for the Township of Washington. Motion to appoint.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Who's that? Who's the compliance officer?
The first one is Robin Sarlo, and Leo Selb is the alternate.
Just want to make sure it wasn't me, that's all.
These are requirements by the Department of the Treasury Division of Purchasing that we need to do every year.
Do we get a motion to approve?
Make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Donato?
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow?
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone?
Yes.
Mr. Perry?
Yes.
Mr. Fazio?
Yes.
Resolution 25, 2018, resolution pertaining to the public portions at Washington Township Council meetings. Motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion?
All right, hear me out. If it doesn't go well this year, I'll be the one to bring this back up, and I'll even say yes to it. But for the time being, council, will you please say no to this? That way we can have a discussion with the public when they come up. Makes the meetings a lot more fun, you know, it gets the public more involved, makes them feel appreciated.
With that, I enjoy the 5-minute for the public to speak, and then if we could answer them back. I think it's very confusing if we have, 5 or 10 people come up and speak, and then we have to answer them at the end of it. Other questions might come up or something like that. So I kind of do understand what you're saying. I think the debate back and forth had gotten a little out of hand this past year. And that was the reason why we had put something in place, but I wouldn't be opposed to changing, maybe answering them having a conversation with them right after their 5 minutes was up. That way, we're not interrupting their 5 minutes, we're not taking their,
Can I also make a suggestion, possibly having the public speak first prior to all the meetings? This way we can answer at the end.
Let them speak on agenda items only.
Right, correct, in the beginning of the meeting, and then this way we can answer it during the resolution or at the end, whichever we prefer.
I think the school board might do something like that.
They do, they have cards and they submit them ahead of time, and then they respond to them at that meeting, or they get back to them.
We could do a card system. It would just be write down the resolution you want to talk about, I guess. That way we know that they're going to come up and speak on the resolution, and if they don't, then we can say, hey, look, sit down so we can move on with the meeting.
Well, how about this? Since we all feel that something is important, do you just want to table it for
Yes.
this meeting, and we'll try
That
and
works.
come up with something over the next 2 weeks or
And
3 weeks?
and I am
Yep.
for the 5 minutes. That's still fine with
Yeah.
me. So.
Let me wade in a little bit. I want the 5 minutes because, we're not in here for debates. I think we need to limit to one time to the podium because it got to be like a circus at some of these meetings. These council meetings are here to do work for the township and business, not, to have a circus up here. And that's what it got to last year. And we weren't getting a lot of things done. And I want to hear from the residents. But, if you can't tell me what your problem is in 5 minutes, what's giving you 10 or anything else? And, I'm looking to, we can make some changes with it, but there's some things we got to have where we got to have a decorum, and we can't have it get to be like a free-for-all.
So why don't we bring it back up at the end
table
of the
it.
meeting tonight, and then
No.
just pick out what everybody wants, and we'll talk about it a
We
little
just
bit.
table it and then think about a strategic way that it makes sense from streamlining the meetings, and then we could table it for the next meeting.
Or we just strike out number 11 where it says following the close of a particular public comment period, and then that accomplishes the discussion that we want to have.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, too, we do have a public section when we have resolutions coming up. I mean, certain ones that they can come and they can talk about it before we do, and we vote on it.
That's ordinance.
So it's a motion to amend the resolution by striking out line 11?
Line 11, the words following the close of a particular public comment period. So
I'll
that
make-
would allow you
Table.
to comment during any
No,
council.
I'll make that motion. That strikes out that line where we can actually have a small conversation with them after they're done their 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Kind of like how it was 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
So 11 is stricken in its entirety?
No,
Yes.
just
No.
the words
Just-
following the close of a particular public comment period.
So when they ask the question, we can answer the question back.
That leaves
But
11.
here's the thing, and here's a caveat with that. We can't get into a debate with it because we've done that, and then it's like,
So I think we should do them in the beginning.
I'm here for another 5-10 minutes
Yeah.
going over it.
That's why I think we should do the questions in the beginning, get them submitted beforehand, and then answer them either during our discussion period for the resolution ordinance, and then at the end, or at the end.
I'm good with what Nick wants to do. I'll answer questions, but we're just going to answer that question, and we're not going to get into a debate with it. And then if it does, gavel goes down, and the next person comes up.
He's already bringing
So there's really two issues. One is, if you're going to have two public portions, one on agenda items only before you get to resolutions and ordinances, and then a public portion at the end like we have been doing. And the other question is the decorum during the course of those public portions. So that's really what we're talking about. So it's really kind of two separate things. Are you going to have two separate public
just do
portions? And then what is your decorum during those public portions?
I'll go
Can we
with
just
that.
table it? And then-
All right, well, how about we do this? You have a motion for what I threw up there? I'll second
Yeah,
that.
I'll have,
So-
let's do that motion. I'll make the motion, you second?
Yeah, so just to be clear, number 11 will now read, "The mayor, members of council, and the mayor and township employees reserve the right to answer questions and respond to comments."
Okay,
A motion is second.
got a second?
So I have a motion by Mr. Longfellow and a second by Mr.
However you
Fazio
want to do it.
for the
Fine.
modified amended resolution number 25-218, with number 11 reading, "The mayor, members of council, the mayor and township employees reserve the right to answer questions and respond to comments."
Yes.
Okay, so I have that motion and a second by Mr. Fazio. And now,
Roll call?
Ms. Donato,
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow,
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone,
Yes.
Mr. Perry,
Yes.
Mr. Fazio.
Yes.
Resolution 26, 2018, resolution appointing a foreclosure attorney for the Township of Washington. Motion to appoint.
Motion to appoint Grace Marmaro.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato,
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow,
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone,
Yes.
Mr. Perry,
Yes.
Mr. Fazio.
Yes.
Resolution 27, 2018, resolution appointing a member of the Washington Township Municipal, a member to the Washington Township Municipal Utilities Authority. Motion to appoint.
Make a motion to appoint Ray DeNovi.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato,
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow,
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone,
Yes.
Mr. Perry,
Yes.
Mr. Fazio.
Can he do both? Isn't he on school board too?
Yeah, he hasn't been sworn in, but
Yes.
it's a question for Stewart.
Uh,
Well, actually, it's not.
School board.
Right. Approval of the bill list for January 3rd, 2018. Motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Donato,
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow,
Yes.
Ms. Pasqualone,
Yes.
Mr. Perry,
Yes.
Mr. Fazio.
Yes.
Minutes, approval of regular minutes, December 27th, 2017. Motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Any discussion on the minutes? Roll call?
Ms. Donato,
Yes.
Mr. Longfellow,
Yes.
Mr. Pasqualone,
Yes.
Mr. Perry,
Yes.
Mr. Fazio.
Yes.
Okay, do we have any old business? Nick?
None.
None?
None at this time.
New business?
To bring it up again, I mean, is anybody against opening up to the public about agenda items only in the beginning of the meeting? We can try it.
I'd like to sit on it and think about it.
Okay. Bring it up next meeting.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Any reports?
None at this time. Happy New Year. Looking forward to
I do.
work with everybody again.
Just a little something. It was just brought to my attention. There was some online posts in reference to some road work people are concerned with. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things as to what's going on, what had been done in 2017, and what's proposed for 2018. We do have a lot of work that's going on right now, but I just wanted everyone to understand the importance of maintaining our infrastructure. Coming into office in January 2017, I had made infrastructure maintenance a priority, specifically attempting to immediately budget and address key road concerns, as well as planning for the future appropriations to ensure better long-term management. While addressing our known core concerns, we also had a township-wide road review completed in order to aid future prioritization. With that, the worst section of County House Road by the intersection of Mount Pleasant Road was repaved in 2017, and the remainder is being accelerated. Your concerns about Bucknell are founded. Our evaluation showed the road, as well as many others, to be in need. Bucknell, along with other roads, are included in the 2018 capital plan to be repaved. Unfortunately, we cannot repave all our roads in winter, and have to do our best to patch and maintain until the weather allows. Once spring weather breaks, you will see construction of the second phase of roads construction that were budgeted in 2017 for 2018 construction. Also, upon the passing of our 2018 budget and capital plan, you'll see more roads paved later this year. We have developed a 20-year road management program with the intent on consistently taking care of our infrastructure to improve the overall ride ability and safety of the town. So please feel free to let us know of any specific additional concerns you have, as we want to do our best to be proactive and responsive. So if there's anything out there that we've missed, please just notify our office, and we can certainly take a look into that for you. I appreciate it. And Happy New Year.
Anyone else? Motion to open to the public.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone from the public wish to come up and comment? Podium's all yours.
Sure, we can answer you back now.
Seeing no one, motion to close to the public?
Make that motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, our next council meeting is scheduled for January 24th, 2018 at 7 p.m. Thank you all for coming out, and Happy New Year.
Motion to adjourn.
Oh, yeah, and now I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Come on, I'm new at this.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks for coming out.
January 24th.